Hello everyone, I hope that you're having a fantastic day. I'd like to thank you for stopping by my little channel today. My name is Jerry and today we're going to be making whole wheat sandwich bread. I'm going to start it in my bread maker on the dough setting, and I'm going to just the dough setting part. The rest of it will be done in the loaf pan and in the oven. And it's going to be tasty, tasty. And I'm going to give you a tip or two along the way. I'm making, the loaf size is 1.5 pounds. So my loaf pan, you could fit 10 cups in, like a 10-cup loaf pan. You can check the size of your loaf pan even by using water. Put the cup, fill your 250 milliliters or whatever for a cup. Put it in your pan and keep doing that. See how many cups your loaf pan holds. Because this is a 1.5 pounds, like I was saying. Anyway, just getting some things ready, and I thought I'd say hello while I was doing that. So, if you're using completely all whole wheat flour, put a few teaspoons of vital wheat gluten in it to give it a better rise and structure. If you don't have the vital wheat gluten, you can use just all-purpose white flour or bread flour. That's what I'm going to do. I'm using all-purpose white flour. I always use all-purpose unbleached flour. I put a cup of warm water in my pan, and I added teaspoons of instant yeast. Now, my water is just no more than 110 degrees Fahrenheit or 43 degrees Celsius. Now I'm adding 3 tablespoons of regular granulated sugar, or you can use a squirt of honey if you like. Okay, now I'm going to add 1.5 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. This is a 1/2 cup measure that I'm using. That will give it a nice rise and good strength in my bread. And I'm going to add 2 cups of whole wheat flour. And a teaspoon of salt. And just adding 1/2 cup of melted butter. Or you can use like lard or vegetable shortening or olive oil. I like adding the butter to it. I think it gives it a nice flavor. And then I put my bread maker on the dough setting. And I let that go until it's done, and then I'm going to come right back, and I'll see you very shortly. Don't go away. Before we get back to the bread, I just wanted to pop in for a minute here while I'm doing the cleanup here. I just wanted to say thank you for all being here. I appreciate all you viewers. If you're returning or here for the first time, I appreciate all subscribers, every single one of you. I want to say, no matter where you are in this world, I hope that you are doing well, that you're keeping safe, feel loved, and are being fed. I know I haven't been posting regularly, but I hope to bring you many, many new recipes on this channel every week or so, enough I hope to keep your interest and to keep you coming back. It's going to be random recipes of all different types because I'm not one niche or another. Just make what I'm making for my family and hope that you come back to see what I'm making. I make this bread weekly. My husband loves this bread. I make it probably once, twice a week. I have my loaf pan out, my silicone mat that I'm going to put my dough on. You can clean off your counter and lightly flour it if you don't have a silicone mat, and do it that way. I deflated my loaf. I'm spraying some oil on my pan, greasing up my pan. You can butter it, you can put lard in it, or spray, Pam, whatever you have. And I'm just rolling out the dough, good and deflated. And I'm going to roll it to be at least as long as my pan here is. And then I'm going to roll it up tightly. And then I'm going to pinch the seam closed. And when I put it in my pan, make sure that, you can pinch the ends too, and make sure that when you put it in the pan that you make sure that the ends are tucked in there good. Everything is nice and tight so it doesn't kind of pop open a bit on you when it's baking in the oven. But I am going to put a little bit of oil on top of my bread here, and I'm going to lightly place some cling film on the top of my bread, and then I'm going to put a damp cloth over it, and that will give it some humidity in there, and it will help it rise really nicely and make it, I think, in my mind and in my heart, extra special when it's eaten. And 45 minutes later, when it's about doubled in size, and my oven is preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to pop that right in the oven now. And 30 to 35 minutes later, your bread is ready to be taken out of the oven, all nicely browned and tasty. I'm going to show it to you, and after it cools down, I'm going to cut it so that you can see the inside of it. I recommend not to cut your bread while it's hot. Let it cool down so it doesn't dry out on you, and you don't want it to collapse on you, and sometimes if you cut it when it's still hot or too warm, it could collapse on you. Doesn't that look so gorgeous? Just like you all. You're all gorgeous people, and I love all of you. And I thank you so much for being here, but I got to show you the inside of this bread when it cools down, and a little clip of my puppy at the end of our doggie, our newest member to the family that we love so much already. We loved her as soon as we seen her online, and we just had to go and get her. She's just adorable, and we're blessed to have her. And yeah, I'll show you her at the end. Don't go away. Well, I'll show you the inside of the bread too.